Hello everybody, welcome back to another mod showcase. Today I'm going to be going over the legendary survival overhaul. Now this mod is pretty big and pretty unique, and I actually love this mod. So as the name entails, this mod enhances your survival gameplay in a very realistic and enjoyable manner. Enjoyable, I think, is the key word. This mod is similar to another mod that many of you may know called Tough as Nails, but this mod is way more, I think, easy, I guess. Not easy, but down at the bottom we have temperature and thirst, same as Tough as Nails. One thing I want to show you right now is we do have a kind of like a wetness mechanic. So if I go, and if I stay in the water for a little bit, you can start to see this little ball slowly go above my temperature, and that will cool you off, actually, obviously, because you're in the water, right? So you're cooling off, you're cooling off, you're cooling off, and you come out and you're dripping water. You see this? So you're going to stay wet for a little bit longer. So depending on if you're in a hot desert or in a snowy, freezing tundra, this can be bad or good. So as you can see, slowly, and it's gone. So as you see, my temperature is pretty normal right now. One thing that I did kind of notice with Tough as Nails is that the temperature was very sporadic. Now I could be in a plains biome and I could be dying of heat. I could be in a cave and I could be freezing to death. There was no real indication. This mod is a lot more realistic with that factor, that you're not just going to go outside and burn to death. I don't actually think this mod kills you with that either, if that makes any sense. So, I don't know how this works. I believe that this makes you cool, but I just don't know how it works, and I'm sorry I cannot show this off. I probably could have read about it. I might have missed something. But what I want to show you is the, I guess the pain system, or the limb system. I don't know how to explain it, but obviously right now, you don't see anything at the bottom of the screen, right? But by my hunger and thirst bar, as I climb up here, I'm going to injure my feet. There you go. They're red. That means that they are hurt, or they're orange, red, whatever you want to say, right? They're hurting, okay? So we go up here, and now they're red. So they're breaking, right? It's almost like I sprained my ankle or I fractured it, right? So now I have slowness. And let's say we do it one more time. Say we're fighting and we're doing a bunch of things and we fall again, and now we're broken. So that means we're gonna have slowness, and now our leg is injured. You may be asking, how do you heal your limbs? Well, I'm gonna show you right now in this chest. There is a lot of things in here that I want to show you. First off is some nice drinks that you can make. These are obviously to help with the thirst, as you can see. They give reason to a lot of other things. Now first, you're going to need purified water. It is as simple as just cooking a water bottle. If you don't cook your water, you will get the thirst effect, which is basically hunger for your water system. So it is a very good idea to cook it. Okay? Here we have these other drinks. I mean, they're pretty self-explanatory. You do this, you do that, you know, you make it with whatever. There's not much to show there. So as you guys can see, it's pretty easy to do that. There's also a canteen. This canteen, you go here. My leg is broken, obviously, so I have slowness. You go over here and you fill it up with water. You keep going. And there you go. And you can drink it. I'm not thirsty right now, but you would drink it like that. Make it daytime again. As you can see, the mod is more realistic when it comes to like temperatures, and I do really enjoy that. But I'll show you some of the temperatures in a minute. We do have healing items. Now these are very easy to make, actually. They're not super crazy. This one is probably the easiest. This one is just any type of flower and any type of seed, and you get a healing herb. So this is the one I'm actually going to use. There is med kits, which give you regeneration, heals all body limbs, a bandage. You know, the recipes are very simple. Wool and string. Here, this one's pretty hard, but this one does heal all limbs. So if you're in a big fight, you know, you need that. Bandage, really good, really easy. So we'll say we'll use the bandage, alright? So you see I have 2 broken feet and a hurt leg. So you're going to use it like this, okay? Boom. Alright. And what you're going to do is when you're in this menu, you're going to go over here and say, I want to heal my foot. There you go. And you have 2 more. I want to heal this foot. And I want to heal my leg back to full. And there you go. As you can see at the bottom, my body parts are slowly healing. What I do know is if you hurt your head, you will start to get blindness once in a while and start to get darkness. It sort of goes in and out. It's hard to show you. Hurting your arms will make you have mining fatigue. Hurting your chest will give you vulnerability, which means you'll take more damage. And obviously hurting your feet and legs will make you slow. Things like that. So that's a good reason to make all of these. There are a couple flowers that you can actually make and find. So as you can see, these are you can find these out in the wilderness. There's a couple different types of flowers. This one I believe is used for, yeah, potion of heat resistance, and I believe there is a potion of cold resistance as well, which is pretty self-explanatory. Here is not really armor sets, more or less clothes. So these, obviously, as you can tell, they correspond with the type of biome you're going to be in. So say if I spawn in a tundra, and oh man, I'm freezing to death, right? And I'm dying of frostbite, right? You're gonna make these, and they're pretty simple, man. They're just wool and leather. They're not really anything tough. You're gonna put it on, and as you can see, my temperature is going up because I'm not in a cold place. So this is good to keep you up, and as you can see, now I am burning up because it's actually too hot because I put this on. So that's not good, obviously. And I want to see if I can show you, this mod doesn't kill you because you're too hot. It actually affects your thirst. I believe heat will affect your thirst, and cold will affect your hunger, from what I know. And it's going to make it to where it's harder to regenerate these things. It's not completely implemented yet from what I played with. When I was playing with this mod, the heat wouldn't actually do anything when it was on fire. Like your water would go on fire, things like that. I'll show you in a minute when I go to these things. As you can see, I'm starting to get hot. There you go. See? It's starting to get hot. It's starting to get hot. There you go. Now this mechanic doesn't really work as of yet. At least I don't think it does, unless it's not super intense. But I think it's supposed to make your thirst go down by a lot. But it doesn't seem to work as much, even when I was playing in survival. And this is just for the deserts. It makes you cool, you know, the normal thing, right? Here, I'll get a drink. We'll go with golden apple juice. We'll take a drink. And as you can see, boom. Full water, and I'm guessing that's sort of like your, you know, how you have saturation. You sort of have like, you know, not being dehydrated, I guess, whatever that's called. Not being. So I think the icebox and the boiler work both the same way. This one heats you up and this one cools you off. I don't know what powers that. I don't know if that's gunpowder or redstone. I'm not sure. We can try to see right now, just, you know, to justify, try and see. So we'll get coal and we'll get a redstone, maybe? Maybe that's what powers it. Oh, well. Oops. We'll see. No. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe you have to power it with a redstone signal? I don't know. I'm sorry. Icebox would work the same way. This is one thing you need to know. This, obviously I can't show you. Here's the recipes. You get string, resistance, boom. String, resistance, boom. Okay, and these are used for these. Common cooling, and these are put inside of your armor. So you can upgrade them, or put them in there, like that. Or you can upgrade them to certain specific tiers. We got common thermal. We got rare cooling. So I think thermal is both. I think it gives you heat and cooling resistance, jeez. So I think the biggest tier is purple. So you got epic thermal, epic warming, and epic cooling. And with these, you use a sewing table and you actually put it in your armor. So now, when you're wearing netherite, diamond, you know, all the vanilla armor, you won't freeze and you won't get hot. So it's very good to have. And there's also a calendar, which works with serene seasons, which I don't have, so I look dumb. There's a thermometer that'll, you know, tell you the degrees and whatnot. And there's these hearts that you can find in dungeon chests and mine shafts and things like that. And it just heals you. And also gives you regeneration too. Other than that, I didn't miss too much. And yeah, that's really it, my friends.